Hello my little lizards, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing YakuLev video. This is my first time writing like YakuLev, so they're dynamic, maybe a little weird and a little off. It takes me a little bit to get used to their dynamics and stuff like that to be able to write it. But anyway, I do hope you enjoy. Discord link would be in description. And yeah, I hope everybody has a good day. Hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you next time. Let's get into the video.
Good night, Yaku-san. Sleep well, you praying mantis. A praying mantis? Yes, now sleep. Okay, night, Yaku-san. Night, love you. Yaku rolled his eyes, pressing the end call button. The two of them who have been together for half a year now, and their relationship has been going strong. He'd never thought he'd date a giant fool like Lev, but now it was a thing he wouldn't want it any other way. He smiled as he got back to his homework he was finishing through the late night. Was that Lev? What the fuck? Are you scared me? Sorry, Mum. Yes, it was. Language, young man. So when do your father and I get to meet him? Yaku ripped his head away from his work, staring at his mum with wide eyes. Lev has never met Yakus parents. It's not that he was ashamed of Lev or anything, the topic never really just came up. Never really crossed the boys' minds. You want to meet him? Yes. I want to meet the boy who makes my son smile like he's the happiest in the world, even though he's a demon to everyone else. Wow, thanks, Mum. You're welcome, sunshine. So? I'll need to ask Lev about it, but I'll get back to you soon. Okay, good. Now get to sleep, and next time don't wait till the last minute to do your work. Don't wait till the last minute to do your work, says the lady who does all her work from home stuff the day it's due. Yaku mumbled under his breath, getting back to his science work. His head jolted forward and stung lightly as he was hit with a hard slap to his head. I heard that. Yaku chuckled, shaking his head. As he did his homework, his concentration fell with each sentence he read. The conversation he had with his mum weighed on his mind. Was he really ready for them to meet? Would they accept Lev as he is? He even stressed over if they didn't like him. He took out his phone, calling the best person he could for advice. I mean, he should know what to do. Yaku-H. Dipshit, I need your help. Wow, is that a way to talk to me? Okay, sorry, can you help me? Yeah, what about? My mum asked to meet Lev and I don't know what to do. Like, I'm stressing out. What if they don't like him? What's that going to mean for us? I don't want to lose him. What then? Don't say a word to Lev, or the demon sent paid us of the heart. Kuro, please. Okay, fine. You love Lev, right? Yes, of course. What kind of dumb question is that? And your parents love you, right? That's what they say. Okay, if they really cared about you, they'd want you to be happy, and if Lev is the one who makes you happy, they should support that. Plus, Lev is not a complete idiot. I'm sure he'd try extra hard to impress them. That's what I'm worried about. What if he tries too hard and messes it up? Let him be who he is. I'm sure everything will be fine. Stop stressing yourself. Okay, I'll try my best. Thank you. Anytime, Yakun. Now go die. And he's back. Kinda missed ya. Yaku hung up the phone with a small chuckle and a quick goodbye. Completely giving up on all homework he was trying to get finished, Yaku laid himself under his comforting blankets, drifting off into a deep and thoughtful sleep. Saturday morning. The early time for practice came around. Yaku headed off to practice, worried, still feeling his mind. Maybe he was overthinking everything. There was nothing for him to worry about, right? Yakun, did you ask the Titan? Yaku's body jerked forward as Kuru's husky voice yanked him from his thoughts. You scared the shit out of me. And no, I haven't asked him yet. What are you waiting for? Just ask him. Honestly, what's the worst that could happen? My parents could hate him. I've met your mum. She's nothing like you, so it should be fine. Wow, thanks. You're very welcome. You didn't get the nickname Demon Senpai for being nice. Call me that again and your tall ass won't have any kneecaps. Geez, you and Kenma could be siblings with your threats. It's not my fault you all are tiny. Kuru. Okay, I'm sorry, I'd like to not be castrated. Practice was started but he couldn't receive right and he had fumbled all of his drills. He shouldn't have let him get to him. Hell, nothing had ever made him mess up this bad. He guessed that it just meant way too much to him that his parents cared about Lev. Fuck, he was in love. Yaku-san, are you alright? Yes Lev, I'm doing okay, don't worry. Are you sure? Do you need something? I'll get it for you if you want. A small smile came to Yaku's face and he wrapped his short arms around Lev's torso and resting his head against his chest. I'm okay, thank you. This action caught Lev off guard. This was so out of character for Yaku to show this much affection in front of the others, but of course he didn't complain. He hugged his boyfriend back, a smile adorning his features. Damn, he's got it bad. You're one to talk, mister. Lovey-dovey. Hush, Keaton. Lev, my mum told me that she'd like to meet you. So I was wondering if after practice you'd like to come over? Of course I'd love to. The hug made Yaku leave his thoughts aside and focus on practicing more. He kept chanting "it'll be okay" in his head in order to calm him. But he was eternally grateful for Lev. After practice, the two boys headed to Levs house first so he could shower and change out of his practice clothes. He insisted so he could look his best and wouldn't take no for an answer. At Yaku's house, the two arrived and it took longer than usual, the two enjoying the journey there. Yaku unlocked his front door, taking in a huge breath as the two walked in. Welcome, you must be Lev. Nice to meet you, Mrs. Yaku. Come in, I'm just finishing up making lunch. Yaku's mum ushered the tall boy inside. Lev felt slightly odd being the youngest but taller than his own boyfriend's parents, but he pushed his thoughts inside. Where's the old man? Your father had to work late tonight so he won't be home until later. The three walked over to the table. Nervousness crept into Lev's bones. Being a respectful person, he pulled out the chair for Yaku. This was a usual thing that happened for the two, but his time as Lev walked over to his own seat, his foot caught on Yaku's chair, making him trip and fall, yanking the chair down along with him. The chair caused a huge ruckus as it toppled over and the shorter male hit the ground with a plop. Feeling guilty, Lev ignored his own pains from hitting the ground hard and went to help Yaku up. Yaku-san, are you alright? I'm so sorry. Damn your lanky ass, be careful. But, yes Giraffe, I'm alright. Lev smiled at the nickname. Yaku had given him the name not too long after they started dating. Sure, he joked about his height a lot, but he understood I was all in good fun. Yaku's mum watched the whole scene unfold, concealing her laughter as she went up to check the food. The other two were finally able to settle down at the table without any mishaps. Mrs. Yaku noticed Lev looking uncomfortable as he twiddled his thumbs. Lev, relax, I promise I don't bite. In all respect you might not, but Yaku-san definitely does. Yaku's mum chuckled this time, letting her laughter out. You've got a point there. Mum. Don't mum me, I can't tell a lie, you see. So Lev, I've been wanting to ask you this, but why my son? What do you mean? Like, why are you with Morisuke? He's a mean little shit. Wow mum, thanks so much. I love you too, Snowflake. Yes, it's true, Mori-san does yell and gets upset with me when I screw up. But when it's only us two, he's really caring and sweet. He sends me short little good morning messages when I wake up and gives me these really long hugs. He worries too much for his own good and we argue over that sometimes, but I know it's just that he cares. I don't want anyone else. I love him lots. The brightest smile came onto older ladies' faces hearing someone speak about her son like this. She knew at that moment that Morisuke was indeed in good hands even if the boy was younger. A deep rose blush gingerly crept onto Yaku's face when he heard those words slip from his boyfriend's lips. He was so grateful for him. Food is ready, Lev, can you grab the plates? Yes, Mom. Lev got up from the table quickly, his knee bumping the wooden surface and him muttering a quick ow before reaching up into a cabinet and grabbing a stack of plates. He walked over to the direction of the table, giving Yaku a quick smile as Yaku grabbed silverware and cups. Lev, watch where you're going. Lev heeded the warning a second too late as when he turned around his body collided with another, the plates falling to the ground and shattering into pieces. The force of the collision made Mrs. Yaku, who was carrying the food to the table, released her tight grip from the handles, all the food piling itself on the floor and mixing in with the glass. Lev's eyes grew wide as Yaku ran over to the loud crashing sounds that made a strange harmony as they collided and placed a cup he was holding on the table. Lev immediately crouched toward the ground using a chorus of sorries as he failed to clean up the mess. No, Lev, you hurt yourself, get up. With the sound of Yaku's voice, Lev stood up quickly, banging his head on the table, knocking the cup that was placed dangerously close to the edge on the ground, more shattering pieces mixing with the already mess on the soaked floor. I'm so sorry, I was just trying to help. Lev, baby, go sit in the living room or something please, we'll take care of it, okay? You've helped enough. With defeat, guilt, and embarrassment shown all over Lev's features, he walked out the room with his eyes staring down the somehow interesting floor. He decided to get some fresh air and sat out on the front porch. Regret filled Yaku's head as he was left alone with his mum, waiting for the backlash of this whole situation. He waited for some time but it never came. No yelling or disappointing sighs. Instead, horrendously loud laughter came from across the room, catching Yaku's attention. Was his mum going absolutely insane? Oh, that boy is something else. What? Mum, are you okay? Losing blood? Step on any broken glass? No, OMG, I love that boy. Confusion was written all over the boy's features. What? He just broke all your glass and ruined the food. Yes, I know, but it wasn't the important glass, it was cheap and the food can always be remade. I'm just happy you have someone who cares for you. Okay, Mum, I am definitely not stupid, but right now I surely am feeling like it. Lev. He's trying really hard to impress me, I can tell. It just shows he cares, but he's just a total klutz. But I'm glad. You need someone like that. You're too hard on yourself. Sometimes you need a break or a laugh, and that boy is perfect to give that to you. A smile arose to Yaku's face. Throughout all his now very understandable worrying, and the mishap today was still kind of a success, and that made him very happy. Now go out and talk to him. I could tell he was really upset. I'll clean this up. Thank you, Mum, you're the best. Finally some recognition. And now I take it back. Yaku ran out the front door and stopped when he noticed Lev sitting on a porch. Little sniffles that came from Lev made Yaku frown. He was crying. As the Russian noticed the shorter boy walk out, he wiped his tears and planted a smile on his face. Hi, Yaku-san. Are you okay, Lev? Yes, I'm fine. Don't lie to me. Lev's smile faltered and he stared down at his shoes. I'm sorry that I'm such a huge screw-up to you, Yaku-san. I was supposed to be impressing you, but I ruined everything instead. I'm such a stupid klutz. Yeah, you totally messed up in there. And you're the clumsiest fucking person I know. Sorry. But you're my big klutz and I love you for exactly who you are. And guess what? So does my mum. Wait, really? Yes, actually. That brought a purely happy smile back onto Lev's face. It didn't go as bad as he thought it would. Damn, he didn't want to admit it. Haikyuu was right about everything. Are you sure he isn't a robot? Hey Hager? Yes, Mari-san? Never change. Of course not. With a gleam in his eyes, Yaku took Lev's larger hand in his own and placed his head on his slightly uncomfortable shoulder, staring into the ever-changing horizon. He couldn't believe he really fell in love with a fucking praying mantis. But he wouldn't trade it for the world.
Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and I thank you very much for watching. Just a heads up, I am taking suggestions, so if you want to suggest a video, leave it down in the comments. But please bear with me, I do have a couple other suggestions I am trying to get to, so it might take a little bit, but I will get to your suggestion when I am good and like ready and able to. But yeah, I hope everybody is wonderful, and I hope you have a wonderful good morning. I hope you have a wonderful night or a wonderful afternoon, whatever time it is in your time zone. And I will see you next time. Bye!